Hey, welcome back. We are back in Timberborn in our water beavers colony, and today we're taking a look. They've just came out with a new update. They've got a couple of new items, but I don't know if we'll be able to get to many of them today. There was an engine that was added, but we're not going to hop on that quite yet. There's a little bit of problem with that. And there was a nuclear power plant that was added, but we're definitely nowhere near getting those in there. So we're going to start taking a look around. And one of the first things that I want to do is come over here and look at our giant sunflower farm. I think we need to figure out a way to fit in as many sunflowers here as possible. So the first thing we're going to do is try and expand out the farm just a little bit. So we're going to take all these out. We're going to take all of those out. And that'll give us a little bit of extra room there. We'll put a couple here around the edge to try and get just a bit more. There we go. And something else that I want to do that I've been doing over on my live stream is to put in a couple of bridges to free up the space from these roads. So we're going to start there. I'm going to remove this. We're going to come in, toss in some ladders here. Now, if you have shorter crops, you can fit them in one ladder, but sunflowers are too high, so we're going to go up two from there, and we'll let them build up there, and we'll come back and put in more stuff in just a bit. Something else I've noticed is the beavers are getting injured quite a bit, and I don't know if that's by mistake or what, so we're going to go ahead and toss in a couple more beds for them here. We're going to toss in some of those. We're going to toss in some of these. There we go. Now, one of them takes sake, and the other one takes bramble flowers, so we should be good on that. However, there is something else that I would like to have. But to do that, we're going to need another alchemist place. So we're going to go ahead, toss a dynamite in here, and we're going to put a couple more alchemists up here. Something else I want to do is get one more of these screw presses in here. So we're going to move the storage for the seeds up here. We'll put you right there, set you up for the sunflower seeds. There we go. We'll say that's empty. Let's make that a bit higher priority. And then once this is empty, we'll come back and take this out of there. In fact, let's go ahead, take that out, and we'll plan for a four-way. I guess we don't need a four-way. We could do a three-way, but you know what? It's fine. We'll just do that. And then we'll drop another screw press in right there next door. And we'll pause that so they don't accidentally build that without building this first. They're getting the dynamite in up here, so there we go. Let's take all those out. Take all these out. Here's at least a little bit more there, and a little bit more here. Let's see if these turn up to be green. There we go. That's what we wanted to see. Some more there. A little bit more here. We can even put one or two in here. Detonate these out. Get rid of all of these. And fill in the rest of these with just more and more of the sunflowers. So hopefully eventually we can be in a positive on those. Something I definitely want to do before we get too much farther and we get a bad tide in here. I want to come up here and toss in a stream gauge so we don't have to babysit these two gates. In fact, we're going to say that's the most important thing right now. This we don't really need. This we can empty and get rid of as well. Let's go ahead and clean up these paths. There we go. That should be fine. Noticing we're out of screw press axles as well, so I'm going to go ahead, turn these two both into places for screw presses. I'm going to take out our bush and we'll move it one next door here, and then connect this in, and actually take that out. And we'll get some screw press axles made up as well. We might need some just to get our houses going again over here. Oh, here's a small project from the last one that we just now finished. Looks like we've got just a bit of dynamite work there to do, and we'll just fill that in with cabbages. Take these down so they can use the material somewhere else. Take a road out that way, and they should be good to go. They've got this dynamite in here, so let's go ahead and detonate this out. We're going to put in 2 alchemists right here to keep with our alchemist area. This one is going to be for balm, and you know what? We'll make both of them for balm for right now. Just because we don't have any, I think that's stored in one of these. Let's find out. It is, yes, it is. So we'll just put another tank here right across the road. There we go. Let's get that in, and we'll let them work on it just as they get to it. I'm over here looking at our medical beds, and I'm not sure I put down any for disease at the moment. Nope, we've got injury and we've got burns, but I didn't get any disease in there. So let's go ahead, toss a couple more of those in as well. Burn, disease. I know I've got a couple somewhere, but we'll go ahead and get just a couple more. We'll say those are pretty important as well, and we'll let them hopefully cure up some of these diseased beavers. They've got our stream gauge in, so I'm going to go ahead and connect that into here. There we go. And let me move out of the way. There we go. I will hop right out of the way and we can take a look here. Contaminated. If it is below 1%, we'll set it to 0. If it is above 1%, we will set it to 2. And then over here, we'll do the same thing. Attach stream gauge. There we go. And oops, don't want to, well, it's not really going to matter. If the contamination is below 1, you're going to be up. And if it's above 1, we're going to be down. So that should switch as soon as bad water hits this. And if there's just a slight drop of bad water that gets through here, I don't think it's going to make that big of a difference. All right, so they have the first side of the bridge done over here. So we're going to put the second side right over here. I'm going to come in and we're going to put in just a platform because they won't really need to get down here. They're actually only going to go over to here eventually. So we can take this out. There we go. And then let's check for some bridges here that we can use. Let's see. Will 2 3s fit across there? Maybe. Nope. Looks like we need 2 4s. Okay. Well, I will spend the science to get it. There we go. And we can fill that many in. So now we have a way to get to there. I want to see. Well, we'll see if they'll still have the range over here. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. We'll figure it out after we get the bridges in. Something else I think we're going to try and get done in this episode is we're going to try and get some drills up into this mountain here so that we can start pulling coal and iron directly from there. So we're going to need to do a bit of terraforming here. Let's see, we'll come in, put in some stairs to get up there. There we go. And then I think the drills are 3 high. So let's see. So yeah, we'll want it all at that level right there. Let's go ahead and we can put in these here. And that will be 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5, 6, and we actually will need 7 because we'll have to put a space in between the 2 drills. So we'll put that in. That'll get those down to the right height. And then these just need to drop all the way down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we need some 4s here. Let's get those in. And then we need 3s, 3s. Here's 2s. Actually, I don't need them out that far. There's 2s and 1s. So let's go ahead, get rid of all of this. There we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That should be enough. Looks like I'm going to have to take those out as well. We'll redraw the path here, just around that way. And we'll come back after they get all this dynamite set. Well, they've got our first set of bridges in, so now we need to get our second in, which I'm going to start right here. Let's tell them, put in 1, 2. We'll start with 2. Let's make this super important, though, so they can get to this other place. And then we'll take the bridges. And one of the best parts of the bridges of the water beavers is not only do they not take an extra square to start, but you can overlap them like this. So let's put in a 3 there. And do I need a 3 or a 4? It looks like a 4. Let's do the 4. There we go. That one's back in. So we don't really need these anymore. So we've gained back that much space as well. For some extra sunflowers. And we'll continue working on that just as we go along. I'm going to switch some of my science over to the efficient one and use some of these brain boosting salts that we've got saved up. We've got plenty of them, so hopefully that gives us a nice boost in science for just a little bit of resources. Since our beavers seem to be liking the chestnut beer so much, we're going to try and make another one. However, I think there's a new building for this. Let's see, it's under the food. The fermentation house. Yeah, this one is only 2 high instead of 3. I'm going to keep the 3 for now, but we'll put this one in to get a little bit more of the chestnut beer in here. And hopefully we can keep up on the chestnut flour as well. We definitely have enough chestnuts for it. It's pretty much the same range, it looks like. So let's make sure that those are planted up and they get that taken care of. Is that over there? That's okay. But now let's see if we can take the bridge over here and save ourselves a couple more road tiles. That way we don't have to worry about those. Let's take you out of here. We're going to put you in here like this. And then this guy needs to get out of here. So that, no, get out of there. That ladder has got to come out of there. Come on, you can do it. Get out of there. As soon as they're gone, we'll take this out. Well, while we wait, we'll go ahead and build another one of these. Grab a bridge. We'll say, hey, let's put a bridge here, and will that fit in there? No, it's going to need a smaller bridge. There we go. I think everybody's out of there. So out you go. You don't get to go down there. And we will put a ladder in here. We can eliminate these 2 already. Come in there. There we go. And we'll say, well, we'll just let them. Now we'll leave that the way it is and let them build it from there. They got that bridge in pretty quick, so we can go ahead, remove all this. And now we just have to put in a couple more there, and now we've got even more sunflowers. However, I'm going to remove this as well. So to do that, we're going to have to build ladders, at least 2 to get over the house. And then we're going to put in the biggest bridge we can get that only needs 1 support. I'm going to come in here and, yep, that's right in line there. We're going to go ahead, put that in there, and then I think we're going to need 2 maybe, or maybe 2 more on top of that. Yep, to get that lined up. And then I think we're going to need a bigger bridge. But to get a bigger bridge, we're going to need a backup platform here. So there we go. And that should connect everything in there. And hopefully we can get rid of this path as well. While our current is down, I'm going to go ahead and replace out a couple of these. There we go. And let's get in platform here. And we'll replace this out. We'll get in a slightly stronger wheel here. There we go. And let's see if we can connect that in there. We want you. There we go. And to get to both of those, we're going to need a side platform. So let's do something like... maybe. There it goes. So hopefully that'll give us some more power, and we might even replace these as well. Let's wait until we get this one done, and then we'll come back. I'm going to take out a couple more of these things downtown. We're not really using them, so they're just kind of in the way. We've got some brain boosting salts there. We're making those. We're doing all right. I might get a second tower in here for the kimchi. Let's see. Where do I want to put it? I don't know if I want to put it in that space or not. If I put it here and I hit F, I could... yeah, let's put it there. And if we don't like it, we'll move it later. Let's get our... there you go. You can have a ladder up there. And that should be good for now. We'll set you to kimchi and let them go to it. They've got our big wheel in here. So we're going to come down here and take these out. In fact, I'm just going to take all of these out as well. We'll go ahead and take that out. And then we'll figure out how to get in our large water wheels here. Let's do one here. And can we do... let's see, the connection point for this is in the top right, right? Let's double check. Yes. So we don't actually need any of this set up here at all. Let's go ahead and take that out of there. We'll redo this into twos. We'll do large water wheel here, here, oops, here and here. There we go. And we'll put in just a flywheel between them. They should be able to build all of this from this side and all of that from that side. So that should definitely bring us in some more power. Managed to get rid of most of the stuff around here. However, it looks like I can't get to all of these. So we're going to have to build. Let's just do a nice easy staircase up here. I could just do, you know what, it would probably be quicker and easier just to do ladders. Just do ladders and we'll get the stuff back. However, since we have a little space open here, I'm going to go ahead and put in, we're going to start with the coal one. We'll get that in there. Yep, that's just what we want. Now the connection for that's on this side. So we're going to have to bring this up the mountain somehow. And I think about the best way to do that is to go from here. So to do that, we're going to grab another one of these two platforms. There we go. And we'll say that's very important so they can get that done. Then we'll just come in here. Something like this. Come across straight here. Oops, let's get a path in there when they do build it. There we go. And now we just work our way up the mountain. So let's do that. We'll need one of those, one of those, one of those. And then here, you know what? We could do the flywheels. Why not? Store a little bit extra power here. We're going to have to come up and over the road. Let's just do this. You can go this way. Toss in one quick platform there. And get another, oops, nope, one of you. There we go. And then back down Power. That one and this one. Grab you there. And then we just need a corner piece right here for now. And that should get this one connected in. Hopefully they can get these taken care of here pretty soon so we can put the other one in here as well. Well, they've got our bridge across here, so we can get rid of even more of these paths. There we go. Yep. Don't need this. Don't need this either. Let's put in a bit of dynamite here so we can reclaim that land. And now we'll get a little bit more sunflowers in there. Then we'll get even more after that. So we've got a pretty good setup here. We can definitely go out this way too, but we'll let them get that set up first. Noticing we're having quite a few open jobs, and we really kind of need to fix that up just a bit. I know we've got in a couple more houses. They're trying to build all of this, but we're just not getting enough people. So I think we're going to add another layer to our houses here. Let's see. We've got haulers. Yep. Let's do some haulers. And is that... Yes, that is the right way. So we're going to do that one there and that one there. That should connect those two in. We'll set these to slightly higher. They shouldn't take a lot to build. And then if we need to, we can build. Well, actually, let's just go ahead, put the storage on top there. And we'll figure out what to put in them once they're actually built. There we go. There's the dynamite there taken care of. So that should be good. I believe everybody is set to harvest currently. You're set to plant. That's fine. You're set to harvest. So if they can pick up some of these, or at least pick up the pace in getting some of these sunflowers, we should be doing a little bit better. Looks like there's a building. Oh, they haven't built our ladder yet there, so that's not a big deal. We can come back to that. We did get this project over here done, so, or at least mostly done. We can go ahead and take out a lot of these. There we go. Let's go ahead, remove this, remove all of these. Yep. Remove this. And we'll put more dynamite in here for now. And we'll just send a road all the way back there just as they get that stuff put in there. They got the ladder in, and I'm noticing we've got an extra piece of road here that we don't need. So we're going to take that out. We're just going to do another quick decoration in here. Let's do... Oh... How about a bulletin pole? That might actually help out more than anything else. We'll grab it. The 600 science is quite a bit, but I think we'll be okay. We'll at least get some buffs out of it, and a lot of beavers go through this area quite often. So we've got our first drill in here. It's looking good, bringing in stuff, got everything hooked up, and we've got the dynamite in for the second one. So let's go ahead and take those out of there. We don't need that or that anymore. Let's back these out of there. And we'll toss in the second drill. Nope, not the same drill, though, because then it'll drill for the same thing. And we don't want that. We want an iron drill, which looks basically the same and operates basically the same. But, you know, it brings in coal instead of iron. Now, to get this, though, we're definitely going to have to find a way over here, and I think we've built ourselves into a bit of a corner using this. So we're just going to go up and over. Here we go. Up, maybe. Up, yes, no, maybe. That is probably... Oh, that's why. That was the wrong one. What? You ever just have one of those... We're going to do this the hard way because it does not want to cooperate. So let's just grab the power shaft from here. There we go. One here, and now we can just go over this way. And we'll hope for a better... There we go. That connects them in there. And from here, we can actually come along here and we'll put in some power there. That way we've got a little bit extra saved up there. We're gonna want, you know what, let's just put a 4-way in here. It's not gonna hurt it. And we'll put in one right there. And that should get everything connected in. If they don't build these out, we'll build a ladder in down here to make sure they can get to all of them. I've been moving most of my storage here over to these towers, so we can go ahead and reclaim a little bit of room here. There we go. That should be good. Our lotus flowers are good there. We don't need the extra storage up here for the moment. We will come back and probably redo some storage up here at some point to give everything up here what they need and close access, but we're currently good on those. I'm noticing our balloons aren't getting the attention that they need, so I've come into this menu here. You can get there by coming up to this manage settlement, and I'm going to go through and turn off a lot of these prioritize unless I absolutely positively needed them to be prioritized by haulers, so that hopefully some of these balloons can get to working a little bit better. So let me do that and we'll come back and take a look. There we go. We've got it. We took off about 20 different items that really didn't need to be prioritized. So hopefully that gets a little bit more up here so these guys can keep going on their mission and we can bring back in what we need. I keep forgetting about my dynamite down here, so let's take this out of here. We'll switch the view off for the river. There we go. Let's come in here, over here, and we'll explode these. I don't actually think I need this anymore, or at least at the moment I don't. So we're going to take that out of there and replace it with a dynamite as well. I went ahead and paused this drill. It's almost done, but I'd just like to see if they can get in most of these before we finish that and block everything off. Also, this drill here seems to be pretty much full. We've got dirt and we've got waste rocks that we need to take care of. Our dirt is pretty easy. We can use it for some terrain blocks over here. In fact, I would like to put in a couple more right here. We'll fill all of those out. Let me put in a storage up here for dirt as well, so they can just bring it over here. Let's grab storage. Here's our piles. Let's just grab a regular old large pile, and we'll shove it right there. It's not going to hurt anything. Set it up for dirt so that they can collect those. Where's that? There's the dirt. And we want to obtain, let's say that's pretty important, so they can move that out of there. Maybe have a little better time moving it. The other thing they have are the rocks, which we can definitely store those, but I want to come up here. This looks like a good place to put in. It is a trebuchet. We are going to put that in here. And can I flip that so it goes the other way? Yeah, I sure can. We want to toss them off the map. Not at the balloons, definitely off the map. Actually, it doesn't do anything. They don't hit anything. But, I mean, if we're gonna toss giant stones, it probably shouldn't be over an area that's too populated, right? Let's go ahead also. We'll toss in one dynamite right there, so that we can fit a storage place for these rocks right next door. For the time being, I think I'm going to set my storage over here for sunflowers as an obtain with priority by haulers. I know I just took out a bunch of priority by haulers, but I'm hoping the haulers will come and pick those up, just as we could set this to a supply with priority by haulers, so if any actually make it to this, they'll immediately come and pick them up and hopefully take them over here. That should get us a little bit more sunflower oil, which is what we've been missing on a lot of recipes. We're still low on beavers. We have 30 kits, but let's face it, they're not doing anything. So we're going to take and we're going to toss in just a couple more. There we go. And that should help out just a little bit. While we're here, though, there's something else that I thought of we could do. Let's grab one of the skewer platforms here. We can actually put those just about anywhere on the building, except maybe in the middle. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, can I come in here? There we go. One there, one there. And we're going to toss in some decorations just to make it look a little nicer and to make the beavers feel a little bit better. So let's put a couple of bushes here. There we go. That'll help out just a bit. They've already built these, so these guys have already got in there. All right, that'll help us increase the population just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and build out another one of these here. So let's go ahead, take you out of there. Now, this is way too long to have the bridges span themselves, so we're going to have one in the middle. I'm going to take this out. Let's see, can we get... We're going to want ladders in there so that these farms can still take care of some other things. Let's get this in there. And then we'll put a couple more just so we know we're up high enough for everything else. And then here, we'll build in just a couple here. There we go. That should let us connect in most of the stuff. Let's grab the bridges. We'll put one in here. And can we come down to about this height? If you scroll down, usually you can do that. There we go. Then we're going to come off of a bridge over here. We go a 3 and a 2. Maybe, if we turn it around the right way. There we go. And we're not going to need this, this, or this. And actually, we don't need these right now either. So we'll go ahead and take all of those out. We'll plant these in there. We'll plant those in there. And now I think that's about as much of our sunflowers as we can possibly get. But it's going to take a minute or two for them to get to those in there. It is now taking our grist mills over here a little bit longer to make stuff because I removed that storage over here for chestnuts. So we're going to put just a little bit back right here. We're going to put them over this. We'll grab these. Oops, let's just go into storage. It'll be easier that way. Warehouses. Let's do a medium warehouse here. And we'll say you're for chestnuts. Chestnuts. Let's see. Can never find. There we go. And we want to obtain. And we'll even set that up for a delivery. So they've always got that in there. They've got their nenufars in here, so we're going to say that should be enough stuff. Everything should have the output that it needs. I was able to eliminate a couple more things from the hauler's routine. However, we're going to add another one back. We're going to put another medium pile up here and say we're just going to leave that as regular. But we're going to set it as scrap. Actually, no. Let's put it as supply. And then these guys can dump all of their stuff into that. And we'll have haulers come and pick this up and take it to better places. The last of our dynamite is in over here. So let's go ahead and take that out. But the thing that it's really going to let us do is let's remove this path right here. We're not going to need that anymore. And we'll get in some more lotus. In fact, how far over can they go? It looks like we can remove a little bit of this path as well. And we'll just get as much lotus as we can possibly get in here. I'm looking at things that I can and can't get rid of to save a little space here. And it looks like this plank and this log pile here don't really serve much of a purpose. There's no planks or logs being made or gathered here. So I think those were a temporary thing way back. So I'm just going to get rid of them and they can bring logs to other places. We've still got plenty of log storage around, and planks, we've still got some of that too. So now they just have one less area to check to have to take them to or from. Over here, they finished that line of chargers here. So we'll go ahead and tell them, let's go ahead, finish the drill, and then they can come and finish the rest of this. There's a couple of other things I think we can pull off using our nice towers here. First of all, we can definitely get in 2 more and still probably be okay on population. We are hurting for beavers now. We're 40 down and we've only got 24 kits. So we're going to go ahead and put those in there. And then once again, off of this particular one, we're going to come in, put in the platforms that we need. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to do the extensions on them as well. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And put our leisure well-being. Let's get in even more rooftop terraces. There we go. 1 there. 1 there. And while we're here, I'd like to see if we can maybe sneak in some actual roofs for this. So if we go with another one of these, I think I can put these right here. There we go. It won't let me put it over the door, but that's okay. And we'll come in, we'll get some decoration here, and we'll just get the one roof. And let's put you here. There we go. Now we've got roofs on there as well. So we've got trees, we've got roofs, we've got everything. The tower is starting to look like a pretty nice place to live. Plus, we should be getting a lot of bonuses from that. I'm going to make a call here, and we're going to take these out of here. We don't really need that per se, and I'm just going to replace them out with some power shafts. Here we go. That way we can get our iron started here, and we can start bringing in some more, or start making up some more scrap. So we'll do this. We want to prioritize that by haulers. That way this can start to even itself out. There we go. We've got our second drill in. They'll have to get some drill bits made for it. In fact, I might actually have to end up making a second factory on top, but I think that's gonna be for next time. So we've got all that done. We've got our first set of farms here set up with sky bridges, and if they would actually come over here and get these sunflowers taken care of, we might have to put up a temporary farm to see if we can get that taken care of, but we'd catch up on that. We're starting to catch up on our sunflower oil now, and we even added a trebuchet, so that's not so bad. But like I said, that's going to do it for this time. Just want to say, as always, thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!